Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 9th Annual Walk of Honor. Wow, can you believe it's been 9 years already? Started out as a small event on the Danbury Green that we did before Taste of Danbury. And now we moved it here 5 years ago, and it seems to be growing every year. So welcome, and thank you very much for attending. I would like to welcome the Danbury Drum Corps, who will play some songs and begin our event. Now I would like to welcome Deacon Richard Kovacs from St. Gregory the Great Church to offer us the invocation. Deacon Kovacs.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Wonderful day, isn't it? I found out a couple of things which I didn't know. I talked to Lee Teicher, and I said, Lee, you and Mary do a great, wonderful job today. He said, no, Mary does it. Right, Mary? That's true. I would like to, just before we say, just for a moment of our formal prayer, is to pray for Lee and Mary, and especially Mary, for the work that they have done for these past 9 years. I think it's a credit to them, a credit to our community, and a credit to all of the veterans that have gone before us and the veterans that are a part of our lives. So I think we ought to give a blessing to Mary, don't you think? Thank you, Mary. And again, before we again start, Roger, would you come up here, please? You know, in our lifetimes we've seen a lot of things, but today is a very special day. Our prayers, in a sense, are offered to you, Roger, for what you have done for us. You have been a model for all the people of the city of Danbury, your tour in Afghanistan, and coming back to our community to share with us your life. So today our blessing is for you, and we ask God to bless you, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you. I was going through the website, I don't know if you have done that, for the Wounded Warriors, and I saw myself giving an invocation last year on July 13th, 2013. And then I said to Mary today, she says, no, it's not those 3 years, but we've been doing this for 9 wonderful years. And you know that, let us just bow our heads and pray for God's blessing, that people come here today in the quietness of their hearts to remember and pray. We also remember those who are still with us and say thank you for the love that you have for your country, and basically the love that we have for you from this community, for what you have done for us, that you sacrificed and gave so that we may continue to be a country of faith, hope, and love. Faith in the love of our Creator, hope that we can continue to be a country of freedom, and love to share with each other. Today, we bless all those who will just in a few moments take that walk of honor for 1 mile to remember those of us who are here, and for our veterans, that they continue to remember them. Let us pray especially for those who have lost their lives in all of our wars and conflicts. And let us pray for those who are still with us to remember and always let us know of their good deeds for this country. Let the good Lord grant them peace. I said this before, and I will always say this. Let us never forget. Yes, let us never forget Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Deacon Kovacs. I would like to ask for the colors to be trimmed. Thank you, Girl Scouts, for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Now I would like to welcome Gina Salvatore. Gina is Miss Wolcott 2016. I know Gina because her brother and my son deployed to Afghanistan together, and her mom was like my go-to person who I could cry to and laugh with and kind of get through our year together. So please put your hands together and welcome Miss Wolcott 2016, and thank her for her advocacy with our veterans.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright
you, Gina, for that wonderful rendition of our national anthem. I actually forgot to say she was singing the national anthem. I would like to just take a moment to say something about the one organization that Gina is very involved in and she promotes during her time of being Miss World Cup 2016. She supports the Fisher House in Connecticut, and the Fisher House is a foundation that builds and maintains long-term residential facilities near military hospitals nationwide for families of seriously injured soldiers to stay in during their long rehabilitation process. So if anyone knows of anything or wants more information on that, please stop and see Gina and talk to her about it. Thank you. I would now like to welcome the Mayor of Danbury and my friend Mark Bentley.
Thanks, Mary. It's my pleasure to once again be here this afternoon. And who can forget last year when we were here and it was snowing in October? It was such a cold day, but yet, there were so many people here to share the warmth in their hearts for our veterans, for those that have come before us, those that have served now, and those that will serve in the future. And today's turnout is a reflection in the fact that each year that this program grows and grows a little bit more as we take our special moment to thank all those individuals who have served us across the globe. We are joined by a number of elected officials, both state, local, and federal, led by Senator Blumenthal. We welcome and honor him for being here. So if you're an elected official, you can just raise your hand quickly, and we give them a nice round of applause for coming here today. Members of our council, Board of Education, Ray Ferguson, Senator Laughlin, Councilman Wetmore Levy. We appreciate all of you coming out here this morning, afternoon, to recognize our veterans. Look, Danbury does it better than anybody else. We do. We recognize those individuals that have given us everything they have, and those that, as Lincoln said, have paid their last full measure of devotion. We have a ceremony almost every other week, sometimes twice a month, sometimes every other month. But the reality is that there are probably a dozen different ceremonies that recognize and honor our veterans, and we are proud to do it. This is our mission as good Americans. This is what we ought to be doing. During my high school graduation speech this year, quickly I mentioned about a veteran that I met at one of our rest homes, one of our nursing homes, who landed on the beach at 18 years old at D-Day on Omaha Beach. And in his landing craft and in his unit, the casualty rate was about 70%. 70% of the people that are on that boat, about 45 men that climbed onto that sand, all within the best parts of their life, died on that beach. 70%. They never got a chance to have what we have here today. And he made it. 18 years old. No place to hide. No safe zones. He crawled across that beach because he had to do what he had to do to survive. Because that was told to do by the President of the United States of America, because he knew that we were fighting a much greater battle, a much greater challenge than anything all of us put together could ever imagine. And he fought his way all the way across Europe. And he finished in Berlin. And in that process, he earned a Bronze Star and 2 Silver Stars and 2 Purple Hearts. Even when he was wounded, he didn't go home. He went back to the battlefield. That's a commitment that we honor here today. That's the kind of person that we say thank you as Americans and as Danburyans to today. So when you take the walk, look at the bricks that are listed along here that Lee and Mary have helped organize. Look at the beautiful granite posts that have been put up here to honor our veterans. Say a silent thank you to each and every one of them. And unfortunately now, we're challenged with all kinds of challenges across the globe. And our young men and young women are there doing a job that has to be done. And we honor and thank them today as well. So Mary, I want to thank you for everything that you've done. Of course, Roger, I want to congratulate you on this tremendous award. It's a huge deal, and it's something that Danbury is proud to bestow upon you. And thank you for your service to our great nation. And as you take that first step, just remember, this is the greatest nation on earth. Always was, always will be. God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to take one moment to ask all the veterans in the audience to please raise your hands so we can give you a huge round of applause. Now I would like to welcome Michael Ferguson from the Board of Ed, who will be talking to you a little bit about the essay contest we did this year with King Street Intermediate School. Welcome, Michael. Oh, and our guest speakers are the winners of the essay contest.
Thank you very much, Mary. This year is exciting because the Walk of Honor has added a new component, a student essay contest. Teaming up with King Street School, 4th and 5th grade students from King Street Intermediate had the chance to participate in this contest. Students were asked to answer one very important question: what does a veteran mean to me? We had 127 students hand in essays, and a team at King Street then narrowed it down to the top 6 students from each of the 2 grades. But then came the hard part, choosing the top 4th and 5th grade student to win the essay contest. Each essay was written so well, striking up all kinds of emotions, feelings, and thoughts. For instance, I couldn't help but keep reflecting on what it must have been like for my grandfather, a Marine veteran who served in the Pacific during World War II, and for those who served alongside him to preserve our freedom. These students talked about the need to honor and thank our veterans for understanding the hardships that not only soldiers face, but their families face while their loved one is away. Each essay struck up patriotic themes and made me so proud to be an American. After carefully reading and rereading and rereading each essay, we came to a decision and are happy to have both students and their families joining us here today, along with so many others from King Street School. Before I have our winners read their essays, I would like to thank those at King Street Intermediate, which by the way is my old elementary school, if I can add, who helped make this contest such a success. Special thank you to Mrs. Gwen Gallagher, King Street's assistant principal, who truly helped orchestrate this entire contest and worked very hard to make it such a success. We're extremely grateful for all of her efforts on this project. But now, on to the essays. I'd like to introduce to you our 4th grade winner, Isabella Russo, who will read her essay.
A veteran is a person. What a veteran means to me. A veteran is a person who was in the military and helped protect our country and its people. But they didn't just help protect and fight for our country. They have also fought for and helped other countries and its people. I think veterans are amazing. There are so many reasons why I think veterans are amazing. Some of the reasons are, number 1, they are super brave and will always fight for their country, even if it meant giving their lives. Number 2, they gave us freedoms we have today and helped protect them. Number 3, they made kids' futures even brighter to have fought for the United States of America and other countries. Number 4, they gave up a lot of their family time for our country. This cannot have been easy for them or their families. Some kids don't even get to see their moms or dads for a long period of time. Veterans are really important to me and should be to our whole country. Being in the military is not an easy job. It takes very strong people to do it. In some ways, veterans are like real-life superheroes. They always want to make us feel safe. We stick together.
And you couldn't see it, but the bottom of her essay has a picture of the American flag on it that she drew.
Thank you very much, Isabella. Now I would like to present our 5th grade winner, Will Sweeney.
essay. A veteran is a hero from inside out. He or she stands tall in the face of danger, and the veteran can be one of your family members. How cool is that? Veterans are great men and women who have fought in wars to protect us from the enemy. A veteran is always a hero and is here to protect us. He or she fights for our freedom and to protect us from bad guys. They sacrifice their lives to put us from forging threats like terrorism. From the Revolutionary War to World War II to Afghanistan, they are willing to put their lives in jeopardy for yours. Now are they heroes or what? They are heroes because they leave their own family and friends to help fight for people that they don't even know. Wow! Not like they go from door to door, getting to know the people they fight for. They just do it. A veteran stands tall in the face of danger. There are different dangers veterans face in different branches of the military. In the Army, they face IEDs. In the Air Force, they face enemy missiles. In the Navy, they face U-boats. In the Marines, they face heavy artillery. In the Coast Guard, they face drug dealers. Wherever the danger, they are always ready to come through for us. A veteran can be one of your family members, like your uncle, grandpa, etc. I know I have some family members that are veterans, like my great-great-aunt Liz. She was an Army nurse in World War II in the Philippines, where she evacuated American POWs. Some of your family members might be famous. For example, I am related to a famous Civil War general named Phil Sheridan. Maybe you want to check your family's history and see if you are related to somebody famous. Even if you're not, your grandpa's still very special, even if he did boring paperwork in Colorado for the Army. A veteran is always a hero wherever he or she is. Now I have a question. Is your family member a veteran? Veterans are always ready to come through for us when there is danger. Veterans, we honor you for your service to the United States of America. Thank you.
Congratulations to both Will and Isabella, and thank you very much to King Street School. Thank you.
Should I be disturbed that a fifth grader didn't have to change the microphone when after myself? Just wondering. Now I would like to welcome Lois Barber, who will be reading her nomination for our Rory Award. Welcome, Lois.
Thank you. I just want to acknowledge, it's so wonderful to see Democrat Senator Richard Blumenthal standing with our Danbury Republicans and everybody smiling on this wonderful day when we celebrate our veterans. There's no party with the veterans. I want to thank the committee for organizing this wonderful acknowledgement of our veterans with this Walk of Honor ceremony, and to especially thank them for choosing my nominee, Marine Corporal Roger Rua, for the 2016 Warrior Award. Marine Corporal Roger Rua wanted to become a police officer after completing his service to our nation in the country's armed forces. And unfortunately, on March 29, 2012, an IED exploded under his vehicle in Afghanistan. Although he was initially paralyzed from the chest down, through physical therapy, true Marine Corps grit, and the grace of God, he was able to walk again. But his hopes of becoming a police officer have been dashed. Roger lives in constant pain, and even though He lives in pain. He wants to still go on to protect us from the evil that wants to harm us, and he is enrolled in a national security major in the University of West Haven. His current home has many steps, and he wakes each day knowing he must face the stairs that lead down from his bedroom and then the cement steps that lead to the street. I am a volunteer fundraiser for Homes for Our Troops, a national nonprofit that builds specially adapted houses for young military returning with life-altering injuries. There are about 2,000 soldiers returning severely wounded. Corporal Rua is among them, and he is on the wait list for a house through Homes for Our Troops. I have some of Roger's brochures here, and if you wanted to donate towards his house or to Homes for Our Troops, please take one. I'll see you afterwards. If you're an Army man, we are also raising funds for Army Ranger Sean Pesci, who has returned permanently paralyzed and who is in a wheelchair. Our organization gets the highest charity ratings year after year. 9 out of $10 actually goes into brick and mortar for these homes. Please give back to the men who have given us so much, and please give them the ability to live out the rest of their lives as comfortably as possible. To all of America's veterans, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your service to our country, and Mark Boughton, who served with the Army Reserve for 7 years. And I want to say Semper Fi to one of our home state's heroes, Marine Corporal Roger Rua. Thank you.
I want to thank everyone that came out today on this beautiful day. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. So I'm beyond honored in receiving this award today in front of you guys, and I would just like to personally thank all the veterans who came before me and will continue to come after me for paving the way for our great generation, and you guys inspire us to do what we do. So I want to say thank you.
For some additional remarks, I would like to welcome Senator Richard Blumenthal. Welcome, Senator.
Thank you so much, Mary, for all you have done to make today possible, and the previous years when the Walk of Honor paid tribute to some of our nation's greatest citizens. Thank you so much, Mary, and how about a big round of applause for all that Mary Tyson has done. And thank you, Mayor, for your leadership, and to the City of Danbury. The Mayor said that Danbury does it better than anyone. Now, if I said that, I'd be highly unwelcome in 168 other towns. But I will tell you, nobody does it better than Danbury. And I know, because I have been here for a number of those occasions, in fact, one just a few weeks ago, and Danbury truly is at the forefront of honoring and serving our veterans. The reason we're here today is, I think, best said by the inscription above: honor the dead, serve the living. And today we do both. We honor the veterans, or the servicemen and women who have given all, and those 40% on the beaches of Normandy, the men and women over many wars and in many places and across the globe who have kept us free. and we serve the living. We need to do better at serving the living to make sure that our veterans are truly given what they need and deserve in services, whether it's health care or jobs and skill training. We need to keep faith with our veterans and do more to serve the living. But Roger today, I think, embodies a great tradition, which is not only his service in uniform, but what he's done when he came back, because his war didn't end in Afghanistan. His fight wasn't over when he left there. In fact, in some ways, it had only just begun. He has shown us something about the strength and courage of our veterans that is more inspiring than anything I could say. To endure the pain, the battle against the kind of disability that he could have faced and to come this far, I think should inspire us all. Thank you, Roger, for all your efforts. And truly that is the same for many, many other veterans. The greatest generation fought on those beaches of Iwo Jima and Normandy, but then they came back and they built the interstate, and they put a man on the moon, and they built a whole new generation of schools. They made America great. And I see at least one World War II veteran in our midst. Thank you for being the greatest generation. You truly make us proud to be Americans. So we can take heart and take inspiration despite our divisions, and those divisions, the partisan divisions, are a lot less important than what we see here today. Truly, it puts in perspective a lot of what this nation is going through right now, to look out into those faces of our veterans and Roger's face here. And I am very, very honored to present to Roger a certificate of special recognition from the Senate of the United States, approved by an overwhelming bipartisan majority. Roger, very seriously, thank you for your service. Thank you for your courage and strength. And because I really want to recognize Will and Isabella, and because they have so upstaged me and everyone else who's going to follow, I want to present them as well with certificates of recognition. Isabella and Will, thank you so much for your excellent work. I know you will go on to great things, and your parents are very proud of you, your community is very proud of you, and I'm very proud to be here today. God bless you, and God bless our great nation. Thank you so much.
Now I'd like to welcome State Senator Michael McLaughlin. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you to Mary and Lee and the whole team of veterans and ROTC officers and Girl Scouts who are with us today for this celebration. We're grateful as a community that all of you could be here today. I have for Corporal Roger Rua an official citation from the Connecticut General Assembly, and this was introduced by the entire delegation, a bipartisan delegation from Danbury and the Naugatuck Valley, where Roger hails from. And so be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Corporal Roger Rua in recognition of receiving the Walk of Honor Warrior Award. The story of your miraculous recovery is an inspiration to us all, and what great determination and strength can yield. We offer sincerest gratitude for your bravery and selfless dedication to protecting our country and congratulate you on this recognition. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success given this 16th day of October 2016 at the State Capitol in Hartford. It's signed by the President Pro Tem of the Senate, the Speaker of the House, and the Secretary of the State. Roger, God bless you.
Thank you, Senator McLaughlin. In closing, I have a lot of people that I need to thank, but before I forget, after the walk, there are refreshments inside, because I always forget to say that. I would like to thank the Danbury Council of Veterans, the Danbury Police Department Honor Guard, Danbury High School ROTC, Deacon Richard Kovacs, Miss Wilcott 2016, the Danbury Police Explorers, Ken Post, Mayor Mark Boughton, Mike Ferguson, Isabella and Will for being here and doing such an incredible job. Lois Barber for her nomination. Of course, Corporal Roger Rua, just for all his awesomeness. I'd like to thank Senator Blumenthal, Senator McLaughlin, and the Moose Lodge because they sponsor this event every year. And Always Secure, who also did a contribution of sponsorship. I want to thank Mrs. Gallagher because she met with us in the summer to put this together and to put together with King Street Intermediate. She kind of took the ball with Michael Ferguson and they ran with it and they did a great job and made it much easier on me. So thank you very much and thank you KSI. I'd like to thank the Comfort Dogs for coming today and Pets for Vets. I also want to mention the Girl Scouts and say your troops. We're Troop 50011, 50081, 5000640. Hold on, let me try that again. 50604. Did I get you all? So thank you, Girl Scouts. You always do a great job, and I love you coming every year. I want to thank the Danbury Drum Corps who put together an amazing group of people, as you can see, and they called me and kept in touch, and it was just incredible to work with them. So thank you to all of you also. Now the Danbury Drum Corps will play us out, and when they're finished or close to finished, you can begin the walk. And like I said, refreshments are inside. Thank you all for everything. Remember our vets every day and do what you can for them. Thank you. Have a great weekend.